Hey, how's it going, everybody? Glad to have you guys here. Welcome. And yes, y'all could do me a solid. Smash the like button. Let's get them likes up. But yeah, making sure I got everything pretty much straight. How are you guys doing? Let me know how you guys are doing today. And last live stream of 2024. We're really getting there. Tomorrow is the first day of 2025. So that should be pretty interesting, right? Um, yeah, I have some not ideas, but I just have some things that I will discuss with you guys as far as the future of this channel and what you guys can expect for 2025. But anyways, now so we do have the Pixel 8a right here. I'm going to talk about it one more time for 2024 to wrap it up for the year. My thoughts, things that I've heard and read about, listening to other people's perspectives and what I thought about it. And then, just kind of just reminiscing over this year's growth on the channel, the good times, the bad times, the struggles and the successes, all those things. So it'll be pretty wide open today. For those that may have been interested in Helium Mobile or are interested in Helium Mobile, you guys can try them out. Use that QR code, scan it. That will get you guys right up to the sign up page, and use my promo code. It's in the description. That will get you guys your first month for free to try them out. So take advantage of that. QR code will stay up there at the top for the duration of the podcast. But yeah, so let's get into all of it. Man, it's been a minute since I went live, so forgive me for not, having my usual flow of things. Just kind of get some of the distracting things out of the way. So first off, I want to end the year by talking to you guys about the Google Pixel 8a. And, again, a big shout out to my family. They gifted me this phone for Father's Day. It's been in and out of rotation, but for the better part of 2024, from June up until today, it has been my daily driver device. Okay, so every now and then I would change out. I would use other devices, like I'm currently using alongside of it the Nothing Phone 1. I've used the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, which is a great phone. I've used the iPhone 12, the iPhone 11 Pro Max, the iPhone 10s. So I've used various phones alongside the Pixel 8a, but I want to give one final review of this phone because this phone is actually pretty awesome. There's a lot of good things about the Google Pixel 8a, and I think this year really like the main complaints that people have had about the 8a was just the reasonings for it. When you had like the Pixel 8 come in at a very similar price, it's like, just pay a little extra more and get the base model Pixel 8. I think that was really majority of the complaint. The Pixel 8a, not a bad phone at all. Obviously, from the A series, it's the first A series device that's going to get 7 years of software support. So that's a very good thing about this device, is that it's going to be supported for a while. And I do feel like Google is going to keep their end of the bargain by continuing support for this for the next 7 years. So, it's got, like 6.5 more years to go with support. And that's a good thing. The size of the phone, for me, it pretty much is like a good spot. I like the size of this device. I think it's great, easy to maneuver, easy to handle. Not a problem at all. And it works with a lot of my other tech items, like my CMF Watch Pro. This is currently paired to the watch. I could use it with, any of my earbuds, whether it's the Pixel Buds A or my Tozo T6s. Even these Disney headphones. If you guys didn't know, these headphones, the pattern on it, I think someone asked in a comment. It's the pattern is A Nightmare Before Christmas. Or these are Bluetooth Disney headphones, and they sound really good, and that's why I like using them. But it's wired and wireless, and so I can pair it with Bluetooth with this, listen to music, and it's just fine. My Pixel 8a is currently on Android 15. I've had no problems with it being on Android 15. And hey, what's up, man? And a happy new year to you too as well. I'll be pulling people's comments up on the screen as well. You'll see it in the side chat. Well, that way, the side chat that way you'll see it right there. But I'll also be pulling up people's chats. And you know what? Thank you for the support for the entire year. I really appreciate that. So hopefully you're gonna have a good time tonight. If you want to share what plans you have for New Year's, that's totally awesome and great. I would love to read it here in the chat. As I generally do, you know, and am interested in, you know, what you guys will be doing for New Year's Eve. You know, I got fireworks ready, so my wife just dropped them off. She is customer service manager for 2 stores for her company, so she has to run 2 different stores. She's not supposed to, but that's the way that they have it right now because they're so short. So she has to run 2 stores. So like on her lunch break, she came home real quick and brought me the fireworks. She doesn't want them left in the car all day. So tonight I'll be popping fireworks and probably be, you know, posting little short videos, maybe on the channel. Maybe on the channel, but you know, more than often on Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, you'll probably see a lot of tonight's festivities. I'm barbecuing here, you know, at the house. My brother and my nephew are coming over, and I think my sister-in-law is coming over, and my nephew as well. So yeah, nothing like a major party or nothing like that. You know what? My wife was joking about it too today. She was just you know, being really funny about it. But before I get into that, let me finish this up with the Pixel 8a. I can tell you guys, like, the Pixel 8a it's just been a great device. I really like everything about it. Display is really nice. The photos I take from it's really nice. Video is good. It's really good. I mean, the last couple of live streams I was using this phone as my webcam. Right now I'm using the Pixel 6 as my webcam. But yeah, the Pixel 8a has got a lot going for it. And I think that, you know, it was a device that was slept on, and then the really only negative thing that people really had about it, I mean, I do get other questions like, does it warm up with Android Auto? And I can say, no, it doesn't. It doesn't warm up for me. It doesn't get super hot or any of that. But it's really just the pricing. The pricing is what had a lot of people pretty much frustrated with the Pixel 8a, just because it was so close in price to the Pixel 8. It just, to a lot of people, didn't make sense. Like right now, I'm seeing people like bust out reviews. Hang on one sec. Anyways, I'm seeing people bust out reviews of the Pixel 8a because now you can find them on Amazon for like $250, and so that seems to be what a lot of people are now okay with, that pricing, $250. So I mean, hey, go figure, you know what I mean? When my family got me the Pixel 8a, they got it at, you know, at the full price. There wasn't a sale or deal on it, so yeah, being at $499 for the phone. So I'm very appreciative that my kids and my wife got that for me. With basketball, $20 for too much for 2 years. I'm happy. What think visible 2025? I don't know. Structure your sentence a little better on that. I'm not following. What do you mean $20 for too much for 2 years? $20 is too much for you? Or, because I know Visible is running a promo where you'll pay $20 instead of $25. If you're asking me what do I think of Visible, I think Visible is pretty decent. I think Visible is pretty good. And the reason why I would think that is because with Visible, you get unlimited talk and text, you get fully unlimited data access, you get unlimited hotspot access. And so if you're someone that uses hotspot quite a bit, Visible would be like the best plan to get on. The downside to it is that if you're on the Visible base plan, which is normally $25, right? You get access to their low band 5G. If you want ultra wideband access, well, then you got to go with the $45 plan. Now, when you look across the field to an MVNO like Mobile X, they're charging $25 a month. It's unlimited everything, and you get ultra wideband access for $25 a month. There is no, you don't have to pay a higher tier for that access. At least right now. That could change in 2025. I can show you speeds for Mobile X. We'll use Stetson's app, the coverage maps, and I'll run a speed test on it. And let's see. Oh, I haven't even set up this app yet. Let me do that real quick. And then I'll show you a speed test from Mobile X. Mobile X has been pretty solid. Where you at? There you go. Gotta log into my account for coverage map. All right. Okay. There we go. I'll let it connect and run a speed test. I'll do one on coverage map, then I'll do one on Ookla. Anyways, this would be Mobile X right here on coverage map speed test. Looks like we got 452 down. We're almost to 100 on the uplink. And I don't know how well you can see that, but it's ultra wideband access right now. So 452 down, 70.8 on the uplink, and it says the ping was 34. So now I'll go into the Ookla speed testing app. And we'll just go off of that. That is some pretty good speeds in my opinion. And the ping on this one is 18 milliseconds according to this app. So that's some pretty good ping. The uplink is roughly about 50 megabits per second on the down. Not the down, but the uplink. Yeah, so that's not bad at all whatsoever. 627 down, 57.9 up, 18 millisecond ping, 657 on the loaded download, and 352 on the loaded upload. And the jitter was 4. And we had no packet loss. So that's pretty decent. So that's pretty good connection, and you get that on Mobile X for $25 a month. So it just really depends. Oh, you're paying $20 for 2 years. I'm wondering, what do I think about Visible? Do I think that Visible is going to be better next year? I think Visible is going to be where it's at. As far as if you're talking about network connectivity, I don't think it's going to get any better than what it is right now. I don't think they're going to restructure the plans. I don't think they're going to give ultra wideband access to the base plan, only because that's their selling point. That's what moves people from the base up to, their Visible Plus plan. See, I don't know if a lot of people knew this or remember this for how long, depending on how long you've been following my channel. But when Visible was just first starting out, I was one of the few content creators on YouTube that they reached out to do a review of their service, right? I know it was myself. I know, I think Jay Williams was another one. I forgot who the other people were. Because after, they set me up a phone line for me to try out Visible, and they wanted me to do several videos about Visible. They sent me a gift, which came with a bunch of stuff. I still got my Visible t-shirt with all the emoticons on the back for the graphics. Pop socket, spinning fan. They get a coffee mug to keep my coffee warm. They sent me a care gift package just for doing a couple of videos for them. And one thing I know was that was their main selling point, right? It was $25 a month, and it was unlimited everything. But that was what they brought in a lot of customers on. And so when they introduced the Visible Plus, obviously it gave faster data access speeds since they were plugged directly into the Verizon core network. So you got better results as far as download speeds, upload speeds. You know, you got on the Plus plan, you got ultra wideband access, you got international calling. You know, so I don't see them going in and putting ultra wideband access on the $25 plan. And I don't really need to, because I've used Visible on the $25 plan, and it's pretty decent. Like, Verizon's network is actually really good. I don't base how good their network is on how fast download upload speeds that you get. I base it on real world usage. And when I'm on the Verizon network, whether it's LTE, low band 5G, mid band 5G, doesn't matter to me. It functions. All my apps and everything works good. And I even do live streams from my mobile phones on Visible, and it's so clear and good. But, you know, I'll do it like on Metro by T-Mobile on their 5G ultra capacity, and sometimes it'll get a little grainy. You get ultra wideband access on your Samsung with Visible, and you're on the regular Visible or Visible Plus. Because you can always go into service mode on your Samsung, and then that will be the tale of tales. Like, if you go on your dialer app on your Samsung, dial *#0011#, and it'll open up service mode, and then you can see which 5G band you're connected to, and how much megahertz of that band you're connected to. I really like Mobile X. I've tried them before, and the service was great. I have Visible on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I'm thinking about putting Mobile X back on my Moto G Stylus 2024. Yeah, one of my things about Mobile X that I'm hoping that Peter Adderton listens, but what he's giving for the $25 plan right now, honestly, he should keep it that way. That's competitive against US Mobile, against Visible. That's competitive against Boost Mobile. That's competitive against Metro by T-Mobile. Like, if Mobile X reverts back to the 30 gig limitation on the $25 plan, I feel like that, you know, in once that happens, there would be people that would be porting out, going to other carriers. Because even though I support and believe in Mobile X with their personalized access plan that, you know, allows people to control what they're spending monthly for, you know, phone service, one thing I do know is that there are people who just don't care. They want full unlimited, and you can't change people's minds to make them, you know, do what you think is best. We don't have that control, and Mobile X has pretty much positioned themselves as somebody that lets customers control. So you, the customer, are in control. So if you're in control, then you should decide if you want a full unlimited service or a pay for what you need service. So I'm hoping and praying that they keep the $25 plan where it's at, keep the $15 plan where it's at, 10 gigs of mobile data for $15 a month with unlimited talk and text. Like that would just be like so many reasons for other YouTubers who cover MVNO prepaids and postpaid news. It would give them so much reasons for them to talk about Mobile X and to present Mobile X as one of the bigger, better options out there. But, you know, on closing on Visible was not bad. Visible was not bad at all, and I think like one of the biggest things, in my opinion, that's good for the Visible plan is if you're somebody that uses hotspot quite a bit, but then you got unlimited hotspot. It's said to be capped at 5 megabits per second on the up and down link, but I've seen it go higher than that. Like, I've connected a laptop to it, and it ran like 80 on the down and like, you know, 25 on the up. So, Ed the Undang, what's up with you, man? And happy coming New Year for you. Be safe tonight when you're celebrating. I know I am. I'm not doing any drinking tonight whatsoever. I'm the guy in charge of the fireworks, so I gotta like set off the fireworks for my kids to enjoy the display. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I don't set anything on fire. Gotta be safe out there. But I did get my fireworks in today, so I'm ready to the pop tonight. I'll be on a short live on Facebook. I actually reactivated my Facebook page, so I'm more primarily focused on the Facebook page. But I'll DM you from the Facebook page. If you're not already following my page, you can follow it. I'll be more active there, but I'll be live streaming on there. Yeah, so right now, at the end of year, the phone services that I'm using Mobile X on my Pixel 8a. It's running just fine. I am using Helium Mobile on my Nothing Phone 1. And I am using Metro by T-Mobile on my Nothing Phone 1. So this is running dual SIM, and it's dual physical SIMs. So I'm able to do that. I still have my Google Fi service active. My wife is using my data-only SIM card on her second phone because she doesn't text anybody or call anybody from the second phone. She just uses that phone for social media when her main phone, her Pixel 7, is running low on battery. She'll use a 7a as a backup. So I do the data-only SIM card in there so she can use up all that 50 gigs of data from Google Fi. Only because, and my Google Fi service is active because when I signed up for Google Fi about a month and a half ago, just about, several people used the sign-up code for that. So I ended up racking up like over $120 in credit. And right now, Google Fi is running a promotion where their plans are 50% off. So the Unlimited Plus plan on Google Fi right now, I'm paying is $36.72. That's with taxes included. But I have that credit, so that credit knocks it down to like 98 cents. So I think I got like another 2 or 3 months of Google Fi service. I don't plan on keeping it. But it's being used. My wife is using the data-only SIM card from it, so it works out. So those are the service providers that I have. I no longer have Boost Mobile. I let that go because they screwed up on the billing and they refused to fix it, when all they really need to do to fix it is to read their own promotion and then get a calculator and start mathing correctly, but they suck at it. So their math is not mathing. So, that's sad for Boost Mobile. Because in all routes, I really like what Boost Mobile has been doing. I mean, they do some very silly stuff, and they got a ways to go. But they're making all the right choices right now. I want to say the right choices, but they're making some good moves right now. Like, if you guys didn't know, RCS messaging is now supported on Boost Mobile. So if you put your Boost SIM in an iPhone, you can go into the settings for Message app, and you can turn on RCS messaging. So that feature became live on Boost Mobile right when I left them. So it was like 2 days before they were gonna suspend my line because I refused to pay them a bill that is incorrect. Like, that's just not. It's one of those things that I would recommend to anybody. If your bill is incorrect, don't pay it for the sake to have service, because you could always take your business elsewhere. You put the ball in their court, and it's up to them. If they really want your business, then they will go and they will fix the issue. If they don't want to fix the issue, then they don't give a shit about you. That's the way that I say it. What's up with Infinity Mobile? I don't know, man. I really didn't look into Infinity Mobile. I seen it. I seen some other mobile services like, what's the other one? Ming Mobile. Then there's Yo Mobile now. I don't know if you guys see that on social media, like on Facebook or Instagram, but there's advertisements for Yo Mobile. I was like, I don't know. What do I think of the Galaxy A55 versus the Galaxy A54? Which one do I think is best? They're not too far apart from each other. In the same context, that's the way that mobile OEMs are running things now, right? Like the complaints that people have for the iPhone 15 to the iPhone 16, there's not a drastic difference. The iPhone 16 had the little camera action button on the side, and it's like a gimmicky button. But other than that, when it comes to performance specifications, they're pretty close. The A54 and the A55 are in that same realm. They're pretty close. So if you're on the A54, then I wouldn't tell anyone that you have to upgrade to the A55 because you're not getting a drastic upgrade from it. That's like if you're on a Pixel 7a, I wouldn't tell anyone to upgrade to the Pixel 8a because they're so close in specifications. It's not a drastic upgrade. I think people, honestly, and I'm in this new set of mind where it's like, don't upgrade your smartphone unless the new one makes the other one look nearly obsolete, right? Save your money. Save it up. Put it towards a vacation you've always wanted to do. Save it and go out to a restaurant you've always wanted to dine at that, is not something that's in your everyday budget, right? Go buy you a drone that you've wanted to take it to the park and go fly. You know what I mean? If you have a girlfriend, buy her some flowers and some chocolates. I don't even know why people are buying themselves phones and not buying their ladies gifts sometimes. Does anyone ever believe in buying your lady a gift just because? But I say this because I have outside conversations with people. This is why I love you guys as a community, because you guys don't just come here for like the live streams and the videos, but you guys talk to me outside of here on social media, like on Facebook and on Instagram. And you guys even DM me, Coffee, what's up? And a happy new year to you, my friend. Happy new year to you. Thank you for being a longtime supporter and a supporter outside of the US. You're awesome. But yeah, so I have conversations outside of it. And I had someone talk to me. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't put people on blast like that. But story goes is that, they rather spend their money on getting like the latest iPhone. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you got a girlfriend and she loves you and everything like that. Why don't you just buy her a just because gift? Like, surprise her. That's something that I do for my wife. That's what keeps the relationship with my wife going. When you're in a relationship that goes a while, like my wife and I, 16 years we're going on, and you got to be creative to keep these relationships going. And so for me, one thing I like to do is I just like to do it just because. I remember one time my wife was like freaking out at work because I got paid pretty good. I was like, I just transferred $3,000 into her bank account just because, for her to go and spend it how she wants to spend it. Like, take it and spend it the way you want to spend it. And I did that. She was in shock at work because she was working when it happened. It was so funny because she got it and she was just like, what's this for? And I'm just like, it's for you. Like, do whatever you want with it. Order whatever you want online. Do whatever you want. And so what she ended up doing was she told her peeps, because they don't want her having overtime, but that week she was going to get overtime because they were shorthanded. So she was just like, hey, if you guys don't want me to have overtime, I'll clock out now. And so she clocked out 4 hours early and left. Because they were like, yeah, if you want to clock out, we budget's tight. We don't want to be paying out overtime. She's like, all right, I'm out. And she left. And she did what she wanted to do with that money. I'll buy her flowers and have it ready for her at home. She comes home from work, from a hard day's work, and she loves flowers, I know she likes makeup palettes, so I'll order makeup palettes for her, with like colors that I know that she doesn't have. And she likes to, play around with eyeshadow colors and, do her makeup before work. And that's one thing she likes to do. So, yeah. You don't need to upgrade. If it's not a giant step forward in the new device, no reason to upgrade. Save your money. That's what I would tell people. As far as the Galaxy A55 and the A54, the A54 is solid. The A55 I can't really speak on. I haven't really messed around with it because the A55 really didn't come to the US. We got the fan edition, and internationally got the A55. So if you wanted a Galaxy A55, you would have to order it online and have it import shipped to you. I hate Boost Mobile. I will never go back to them. The customer service is horrible. Yes, the customer service is horrible. I had found out, so I don't even have to worry anymore because I had found out. Majority of the people that I was on the team with when I worked for Boost Mobile last year, they're all gone. Either they walked away from the company for bad practices or they were terminated. So now I don't really have to worry about them. I still have insight because there's still some other people there. Oh, this is bothering me. Do you ever get OCD where if something is like, it's like the strings are just uneven? There we go. Now they're even now. I get OCD sometimes like that. But anyways, yeah, there's still some people inside that feed me information. I appreciate them for it. But as far as like my friends are no longer there, so I don't have to worry so much now. Yeah, their customer service is bad. What they started doing is ever since they switched over Boost Infinite's naming to Boost Mobile, they started routing a lot of the customer service calls to the same call centers that Boost Mobile Prepaid was using. That's why you're getting a lot of people from the Philippines, from India, from other places outside the U.S. is just starting to do that. I believe the only department that's like fully U.S. based is their retention department. So they kind of adopted Sprint's thing, and that's really bad. I mean, well, no, because I wanted to talk to retention, and I got a guy in the Philippines. Never mind, I take that back. I remember because my kids' phone numbers, I took them from Boost Mobile. So like what made them incorrectly charge my account was adding new lines of services and not billing it correctly based upon the promotion that they had going on their website, and them not being able to know what promotion I signed up for. Like when they emailed me to tell me they corrected it, they emailed me and they told me in the email, we have adjusted your bill based on the promotion for your new lines at 50% off. And I'm like, wait a minute, those 3 phones should not be charged at $12.50 per line. I got those under the promotion that it didn't matter which plan I chose. My first month was going to be $10 per line. So my bill should have actually been only $80 for adding those new lines. And then I know they like to do the 1 month in advance, but I'm not stupid. I know that 1 month in advance is bullshit, and anyone that signs up for Boost Mobile and gets the first month's bill plus 1 month in advance, you're being robbed. Because if you really pay attention to it, if you were to say, okay, I'll pay it, I'll pay my first month and the 1 month in advance, then the next month's bill should total $0, because that you already paid your 1 month in advance. But watch, anyone who wants to know that's signing up for Boost Mobile, watch as it happens. You will pay your first bill, your 1 month in advance, and then your next month, which is your second bill, it will have an amount generated. You will be paying $25 or $45 or $60 depending on what plan you're on Boost Mobile. You will get that charge. It won't be free. And so it was funny because I remember I had a conversation with a customer service rep with them, and I explained to them, I'm like, you guys are good at throwing that 1 month in advance, which I firmly believe to be a activation charge. That way you guys can see on your website that when you sign up for Boost Mobile, there's no activation charge, because it's not called an activation charge. You're calling it a 1 month in advance. And the guy kind of laughed. He kind of laughed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm onto something. Yeah, so my bill should have been about $80 and some change because taxes and fees. What they're trying to charge me is $177, right? They originally tried to charge me $204, and then they reduced it to $177 and thought that that's the correct billing. And I'm like, no. And I know where their system went wrong. I definitely can tell you, because all you gotta do is just do the math, right? Do the math, follow the trail, and you know where your bill went wrong. And I can tell you what they did was the 3 new lines that I added for my kids, they charged those 3 lines at $60 a line. Because my bill, when it was charged at $204 at first, my bill was literally $120 more. Which, if you think about it, $60, so it was $180 more, sorry. It was $180 more, and that's because 60, 60, and 60, 180, right? And then you add taxes and fees, it would be about 204. It actually would have been 194 because for the first time that I was going to leave, they issued out for 2 years, I would get a $10 credit on my bill. So every month for 2 lines, I was paying $40.47. What do I think of the SE4? To you, it makes zero cents specs if it's going to be $500. I believe you're referring to the iPhone SE4, right? The 4th generation? I haven't really looked too much into the iPhone SE. I've been following the story on the iPhone 17 Air, which is going to be a very expensive iPhone, more expensive than the Pro models. Because I'm kind of shocked about that. But I think it just depends though. Honestly, because like regular users of iPhones, not the the ones we call iSheets, which is regular people that love using iPhones. They don't upgrade on iPhones as often as like people upgrade on some Android manufacturers. There's people I know that still use an iPhone 8 Plus today. They're still using it. It's totally fine. Yeah, I think it's like last upgrade was on iOS 17. They're totally okay with that. There's people that's still using an iPhone 10s Max. That was supported to iOS 18. Happy New Year's to you. Joys of San Joaquin Valley. Be safe tonight while you're out there enjoying the festivities. But yeah, so I think anyone that's going to go for the iPhone SE4 is going to be somebody that probably has like the iPhone SE1, the really small one that looks like the iPhone 5. I think you'd see a lot of those people upgrading from that phone to the SE4. Those that were on the 7 Plus, the 8 Plus, the iPhone 10, I would see them jumping to the iPhone SE at $500. I mean, the iPhone SE4 priced the same as what the Pixel 8a was priced at on launch. This was at $499. So it would be, a newer processor chip compared to those outdated iPhones. Obviously, updated camera hardware. Yeah. So now, if you're on the the iPhone SE 3rd gen, yeah, it really wouldn't make so much sense to jump to the 4th edition. You can stay and rock the 3rd gen a little bit longer. So I mean that really just depends, right? What people are coming from. Like I said, when it comes to upgrading, my whole perspective on upgrading is so different now. So it's like, if it's not making your current phone obsolete, there's no reason to upgrade to it. That's my position when it comes to upgrading smartphones. This drink is addicting. It's the brisk mango, the mango splash tea. And it so annoys me because there's like places here in Phoenix that they don't sell it in a bottle or like in a case of like cans, so they're hard to find. There are other places like Circle K or QT. I think it's QT or Circle K, one of the two. They're gas station convenience stores, and they have like a fountain drink machine. There's some that have it labeled, but when you go to get it, it's just spitting out water. They don't have the mixture for it. So like the only place I can get this drink is at Taco Bell. And it's really delicious. If you've never had it, I would say try it. For New Year's Eve night and New Year's night, I'm staying at home, I'm staying off the streets, avoiding injuries. Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I mean, we've had like several accidents in my city. Car accidents have been rising because people have been drinking a lot since it's the end of the year. Cops are out in full force because they know that they're gonna make a killing on citations and DUI stops. Gene, Happy New Year to you, and glad to have you here. I know my dogs are gonna stay close by me. One of the saddest things I'll tell you guys about is in the state of Hawaii, in the last 72 hours, there has been over 167 dogs that passed away. See, like back home in Hawaii, one thing that I know for sure they're gonna do this year, they do it every year. It was fun for me when I was a kid. I mean, if you guys want to, you guys can YouTube search, New Year's fireworks, in Hawaii, and you'll see YouTube videos of like how much fireworks go off exactly at midnight. And if you're flying in on a red-eye flight to Hawaii on an airplane, the plane has to circle, like if you're going to Waikiki, right, which is on Oahu, you will have to circle the island on that airplane for at least 10-15 minutes before you're given the okay to land, because they start setting off the fireworks. And from the night sky, as you're coming in a lower altitude and you're hovering over the island, it's like you're in World War II getting shot at, by aerial attacks to take down planes, because it just goes off. It's so crazy. But anyways, the reason why there's so many animals that pass is because leading up to New Year's, people love to set off fireworks every night, and dogs are getting scared. Some have passed from cardiac arrest. Some have, broke their chains and ran and flee from the backyard because they were scared and were running so blindly that they got hit by a car. And it's such a saddest thing. So I would tell people, at night, if you have pets, have a safe spot for your pet. My bedroom closet is a safe haven for my dogs. I have blankets and pillows, and it's all set up for them to lay down and to like dig and hide themselves so they can feel safe as fireworks are going off tonight. Of course, my German Shepherd, she's not too afraid of fireworks, but she'll stand close by me. So I just, I give her a hug. Like I love my pets. My daughters don't know that because I'm always teasing them about the cats, and I tell them I don't like the cats, but I do. Like the cats are fine with me. My favorite cat out of the 3 that we have, her name is Corona. We didn't name her after the virus, just named after the beer. Anyways, so Roni stays with me a lot, and when I see her, she gets attention from me. My biggest cat, his name is Biscuits. He's an orange tabby, and he's pretty big. He's about as big as my smallest Chihuahua, Courage. But he's a big boy cat, and he's pretty chill. The youngest of the 3 cats I have, his name is Sharkbait, and he annoys me. He really does get under my skin. But he's a young kitten though, so he's always getting into trouble, right? And then I have 3 dogs. Velvet Sky, who's my German Shepherd. She's my dog, and she's also the house protector. She's good at her job too. A guy tried to hop my wall Christmas Eve when we had a fire going on in the backyard because he thought that we were barbecuing pig. He thought we were cooking pig, and so I guess they were gonna try to hop the wall and get food or whatever. And as soon as he put his head over that wall, my dog Velvet ran and skimmed the wall up and nearly nipped his chin. He let go and dropped down. She came back down, but yeah, she bites if you're not invited. And she's really good too, because when people come into the front door that are invited, she doesn't go after them. It's when you try to go over the backyard walls where she is like, you don't belong. And then I have my 2 Chihuahuas that you guys have heard many times when I'm live streaming, and you hear that those barks going off, my 5-star security alarms, which is Courage and Opie. And yes, Courage is named after Courage, the cowardly dog. She thinks she's so brave to take on big dogs, but then when they bark one time, then she gets scared. You're right, man. Some people have no love for animals, and it's so sad. So sad that people can mistreat dogs like that. My wife, she loves pets, probably more than I do. I mean, what was it? The other night, 2 mornings ago, actually, so 2 days ago, we were doing Amazon Flex. We do Amazon Flex in the morning from like 3:45 till 8 in the morning. And we were driving down this one neighborhood. It was up northeast Phoenix area, so kind of like towards El Mirage. Nice neighborhood. Nice houses. That's one thing I love about Amazon Flex. I like to look at people's houses and just admire them, right? I mean, maybe I won't be able to afford those types of nice houses, but it's nice to look at. And so there was this dog running on the road, and she wanted to get the dog. She was just like, I think he's homeless. Let me see if he has a collar. She's trying to also like go slow to make sure that nobody hits the dog. So making sure the dog gets to the sidewalk or whatever. Thank God she didn't open her door and invite the dog in, because it wasn't a dog that was running on the road. It was a coyote. It was probably a teenage coyote that got lost in the neighborhood, or, knows that there's food source there. Coyotes really don't roam in people populated areas unless it's lost or there's a good food source. And one of the things I know is that people in that neighborhood, because you can hear them when you're delivering packages, you can hear them. You can hear the dogs. You can hear the dogs barking, and they're outside. Here in Phoenix, you can't leave your pets outside all day. Like, you can't have an outside dog. You just can't. 2 reasons. 1, coyotes. Right? Coyotes, if they know a neighborhood has pets, that's ample food source for them. They will come to get your pets. The second one, which you don't want to open your back door and find in your backyard, are mountain lions. Mountain lions will also come in here. If there's not any food source out there for them to get, they will come into populated areas. And the areas that I know that get the most attacks from cougars is where there's a lot of hiking trails, because a lot of mountain lions are up there. I think only one time I've seen a mountain lion, and I wasn't up close to it. I was probably about a good maybe 100 yards off. But you could see it on the hiking trail we were going up the mountain, and you can see it up there. They left off the trail, So we were like still kind of nervous to go all the way to the top. But we made it to the top and it wasn't nearby. It was already gone by then. Coyotes, I've run across them several times. Bark scorpions, I've almost stepped on one. I remember one night we were going back from hiking. It was like 9 o'clock at night. We were finished hiking. We were about to get to the parking lot where we parked our car. And when I shined my flashlight on the ground behind me, there was a Arizona bark scorpion running right behind us, like literally running at us from behind. Yeah, bark scorpions are poisonous, considered deadly in Arizona. I love to have a dog, but I can't. Why can't you have a dog? My house is too small to have a dog, but I want to get, it's a collie. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, understandable. If you have a dog, you want ample room for a dog to be able to walk around inside your house. Now, in your case, Gene, I mean, I don't know. You could get that collie. Your house may not be big enough for it to run around, but you love to take walks at park and Livestream. You can take the collie for a walk every day when you get home from work or before work, and you can Livestream and walk your dog. I'm just saying, if you really want a collie, man, go get it, you know? Having a dog is good therapy. Velvet was my saving therapy. You know, my kids, my wife was my saving support system. They were there for me when I lost my mom. Velvet was my therapy. She kept me energetic and moving, having to run and play with her, playing fetch, you know, getting chased for her in the backyard. Like I set up my lawn chairs like an obstacle course, and then she was chasing me. And as I was running past them, she was like jumping over one lawn chair, crawling under the other one really fast, running, bouncing off the wall and to turn fast. Like she kept me going. So Happy New Year, my friend. I like your channel, and I hope you can see you next year posting some more. Yeah, I'm gonna be posting more videos. That's for sure. All right, Adrian. You take it easy. Be safe out there. Be careful. And if you have a drink and you're out and about, take an Uber home. Don't drive. Okay, please don't drive. Nobody drive, please. If you're gonna have a drink tonight, don't drive. Even if it's like one shot in a beer, don't do it. Just because you can't account for another person's reaction timing when they're drunk driving. So, yeah, just don't risk it. Take an Uber home, walk home, but don't drive home. Please don't. But all right, Adrian, take it easy and have a happy New Year, man. I'll see you in 2025. I know my wife is waiting for that text message. As soon as I finish that mango tea, she knows I'm going to text her with that famous line, Houston, we have a problem. She knows it so well that if I text her, Houston, we have a problem, she's going to text back, you're out of mango tea. She already knows. She knows me all too well. One thing I'm going to open it up to for the last 10 minutes of this live stream is, what would you guys like to see me add to the channel? Now, I am taking advice. I've always taken advice if people are willing to offer it. But now I'm gonna really focus on it, right? Last live stream of 2024, we're gonna end it this way. 2025, what do you guys want to see more of? Okay, now heads up, if you're gonna say device reviews, gotta understand I'm not a rich person, and every phone really I get out of pocket. So if it's device reviews, I gotta pick and choose what device I decide to spend my money on, and then of course it's not gonna be like day of launch. Mobile carrier news, I already talked about. But if there's other things you want to see me implement into the channel, video-wise, live stream-wise, comment, let me know. If you catch this on the replay, put a comment, and I'll check it later, and I will see. But I would love some feedback. You know, I've been trying to do things the YouTube way. I've been trying that lately, and it actually works. So if you're a content creator and you're not getting the views, don't worry. But you know, on the YouTube Studios app or on the Studios website, the YouTube Academy that they have, really kind of follow it. Also use tools like TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy gives you some great ideas, and it's got some great tools for you as a content creator to use as well. Like TubeBuddy, if you pay for the pro subscription to TubeBuddy, it will show you the most popular tags that you can use in your videos that are getting views. so that way you could tag your video properly and get discovered, right? Sometimes the algorithm won't push you, but your tags will. So use tags, but tags aren't the main focus that you should do as a creator. You should go more about how your title and a thumbnail. A lot of people have spoken about how thumbnails and titles are very important. Sometimes we look at it and we brush it off, but I can tell you guys, I've tried it. The last from October till now, I've been focusing more on my title of my videos and my thumbnail. If you guys hadn't noticed, there are videos that I posted that had a different title, and after like 5 days, maybe it only got 47 views. So I restructured the title, I renamed the title, and after renaming the title, another 72 hours later, and it's at 300 views. So a title, your opening in your description, so what you type out, your first couple of sentences in your description, that is that's important. And then your thumbnail. And I've learned that with your thumbnail, put yourself in your thumbnail. Some people actually like to see who is talking in the video. And I've learned that with your face in the thumbnail, when they click on your video, the watch through rate is a lot longer. Most people watch my videos up to 2 minutes, 3 minutes at max. Lately, I've been getting views as long as 7 to like 10 minutes on my videos when I use a thumbnail that has me in the thumbnail. So just a little advice for content creators out there. More WWF reviews. So that would be on the Deathlock podcast. That's something that, that's Mike's channel. So that's something that would have to be addressed to him. It's really hard for Mike, myself, and Mill Hustles to get together and do one. When Mike is free, I'm not free. When I'm free, he's working, so it's really hard to do that. We're trying our best on that. That's kind of the reason why, like with the Twist and Tap YouTube channel, I haven't really posted too much videos on there, because I want to talk wrestling and I do it on there when I really need to do it, but I would rather do it on the Deathlock podcast that I have agreed with Mike to be a host on and to help with. And so I would rather do it on there. But I don't like posting videos where it's just me. Like, I want Mike to be involved. I want people to know that it's his channel. He's the channel owner. And, we're, like me and Mills, we're just, we're just guest hosts, I've been liking the new intro. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I figured I would start doing an intro again. I stopped doing it for a while. I was being lazy with my work, and I was like, you know what? I really want more out of this channel, so I made a quick little intro, the best that I can. I'm not the best video editor, but I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad it's doing something, So. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could start doing we could do movie chats on here as a live stream, like, we can talk movies, right? I can always open up, that way the algorithm doesn't destroy my channel. I can always open up a video live stream, maybe talking about like a prepaid company for like 3 minutes, right? Boost mobile news on this and a movie review of that, and then just do the majority of the podcast on a movie review. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be watching Monday Night Raw on Netflix next Monday. Yeah. Who do you got picked for between CM Punk and Seth Rollins? I'm going Punk. I think Punk is gonna lose, but I'm going Punk as far as to be the better performer in the ring. I think Punk is gonna lose because I think the favor he asked to Paul Heyman before War Games was for Paul Heyman to make sure he's got a spot in the main event at WrestleMania. And who knows? Roman Reigns may be maybe doing triple duty or double duty. Sorry, double duty. Roman Reigns might be in the main event for night 1 of WrestleMania and night 2 for WrestleMania. He could be facing, Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania on night 2, and night 1 he could have a one-on-one match with CM Punk. Because CM Punk's been wanting to go one-on-one with Roman. Your pick is Seth? Yeah. Last night on Monday Night Raw was pretty intense, the things they said to each other. That was crazy. But that's how good CM Punk is as a person, like behind the character. Phil Brooks is that good of a person. Like he likes trading barbs in the ring that gets that crowd reaction when they're like, ooh, and oh, you know. So to him, it didn't sting when Seth talked about the AEW run he had. It didn't sting when he talked about taking his ball and going home. You know, for CM Punk, that was a good thing. That was a very good thing. That got the crowd reaction that they wanted. It hypes up their match next week Monday. And I got to give it to Seth to hold his composure when Phil, you know, attacked the whole statement about taking your ball and going home, and he brought up Becky Lynch, and he told Seth, you know, where's the man? I haven't seen her in quite a while. Did she take her ball and run home? And I thought Seth was going to hit him when he brought up his wife. But then Seth came with a great comeback with that, you know, you want to talk about my wife? Well, she's at home taking care of our child, something that you know nothing about, which was like a boom, like a big stab, you know. And if anyone follows the dirt sheets and the wrestlers' personal lives, you'll know what they're taking shots at when they do these things. So good on both guys for being good sports about taking some very personal shit. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Not too bad. No, not that it's gone. It'll be on Netflix, and I guess the ratings will be different. It'll allow them to have the type of ratings on the show that they want to have. They can't do it on USA. So they could do it on Netflix. Netflix obviously is giving them what they want. So we'll start. I don't know. It'll be crazy if they start doing that stupid bra and panties matches. Those things are dumb. I always thought those things were stupid. So. But yeah. So that you guys understand what's kind of go on. So I've decided, and my wife's going to help me with this because I suck at keeping a schedule. But minimum 3 videos a week I'm going to be doing on the channel, and I'm aiming to have those releases on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and at least 1 live stream, maybe 2 at most a week. That would be on Mondays and Fridays. Giving myself Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, Sundays. Giving me time away from the camera. I mean, Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I'll be editing videos. So when I say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, videos will come out. It may be more than just 1 video. I may have 5 videos come out on a Monday, 3 videos coming out on a Wednesday, and another 5 on a Friday. But video releases will happen Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be doing more editing. I got more tools that I'm going to be using on my PC to edit videos. And I'm going to be playing around with that to get a feel for how to use these programs and edit. So I'm going to start editing and taking my time to edit videos. If anyone wants to know, a video that I put up could take me at most in a day 3 hours to edit. And that's me editing on my phone using YouTube Create, using CapCut. I use both of those 2 apps to edit videos on here. Now, I mean, I have CapCut on my PC. So I have the Windows version of CapCut on here that I got. And I got some other software that I'm buying that is going to allow me to do other things with video editing and stuff like that. I'm also looking into a camera this year, like an actual legit official camera. I might be reaching out to Alter Tech for some advice on that. As he's pretty knowledgeable in camera. And also Mike Varai from Team VRY. I'll be reaching out to him for camera suggestions, as well as Grant Likes Tech. I know those are photo guys. Those guys, they know about cameras, they know about camera quality, they know what's good for vlogging and what's good, So yeah, I'm not gonna give you like a big mirrorless camera or DSLR camera. Just something that's more compact, that's good for basically recording video for vlogging. So, yeah, I already have like my mounts set up to be able to mount a camera and mount a microphone to that camera and be able to record vlogs and stuff like that. Less outside of this channel focused, so that means that Twist and Tap and obviously there's not a lot of activity happening there, and it's going to stay that way. Primarily dumping all my focus into this channel and just kind of pushing forward, and hopefully by the end of 2025 that we are at least close to My unrealistic goal is 20,000 subscribers. My realistic goal is 14,500 to 15,000 subscribers if things go right. I would love for the channel to reach that point. I can honestly say this to people, like, I am one of the few of the oldest tech channels right now on YouTube, right? Like myself, B-Tech Reviews, Jay Williams. I've been around for a long time, since 2010. And I know there's people that's been on a lot longer, right? Like MKBHD has been on a lot longer. He was like the early tech YouTuber. He's been on here for a long time. But it's crazy that I can look at the channel. I was watching some of my old videos. Yeah, I definitely could tell. I definitely could tell that I aged, right? I can see the changes in my facial features, but it's not a drastic difference. But man, so many years of YouTube and still going strong. And my wife is like so behind me on it. She's making sure that I have all the opportunities to try to make this into something. So I'm not going to waste what's given to me by my family. And I'm gonna put it in for super huge long time. SMT. I've been on longer than SMT has. I've been on here longer than Snade. That's why I've been such a big supporter of Snade in that, and I know that he's got something really good going, because his early days of YouTube, nobody would watch him. They would watch him on JG Tech Vlogs channel when JG would let Snade take over the channel, but they weren't going to Snade's personal channel, which is the SMT channel. And then when he got some exposure, people started to understand, like, hey, what this guy's about, what he's talking about, and more people were starting to get interested in the telco side of things, and so his channel blew up. So Snade's channel blew up and grew fast. But as far as age-wise, like how long that he's been doing the videos on a consistent basis, he's more newer than me than I am. Like, he's more newer to me. But great guy though. Snade, very, very good person. And I'm glad that so many people took to him. I'm glad that the hard fought battle of nobody watching your stuff to now, he's consistently shitting out views like nothing, right? You could put up a video that's just like a bullshit throwaway video and it would still get a couple thousand views. He goes in on his pure interest topics and they're like thousands of views in. He's got it pretty damn good. So all we could do is just keep showing that support for him, so that way he keeps going. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the community. I appreciate you guys for all the years of support. And you have a wonderful time celebrating, bringing in the new year. But also, please be safe. If you're going out and you're going to enjoy yourself at the outside festivities, maybe have a few drinks, be careful. Take an Uber or Lyft home. Take a taxi home. Walk home. Please do not do anything crazy, because I'd like to see you next year. So thank you so much for always showing support to the channel. And one thing I will do too is, like, for some of the things that were stupid or maybe idiotic, annoying, or just wasn't all that fun that I have done this year in 2024, let me open and publicly say that I do apologize for that. And I'm always trying to find new ways to do things to try and keep the channel as relevant as I can keep it. I do understand, I've gotten personal messages from people. I don't take them as insults. Some people are just like, hey man, you've been doing this for a long time. It's time to hang it up. Let the other people have it. I've been told that, honestly. I've been told that. And, I can do that. I can step out of the way and let the new creators go in. But I keep doing it because I do know that there's some of you guys that do enjoy watching my videos and do enjoy talking to me on the live stream. And so I continue to do it. But I'm always trying to play with different things, and maybe they're not the best ideas. So let me just say I apologize for that. So understand that if you guys see something different than I'm doing, even if it's annoying, stupid, or irking, understand I'm trying something. Just give me real feedback. Like, real feedback lets me know what I'm doing wrong and what I could do better. The dumb feedback that I dismiss are the ones that's like, yo, this is stupid. Like, one guy was like, his feedback to me was, my channel was so stupid because I'm wearing a hoodie like I'm wearing right now. Like, lose the hoodie. And I asked the person, what does me wearing a hoodie have to do with the information I'm giving you? Like, how does that affect it? Will it sound different if I take the hoodie off and said Mobile X is $25 and then put the hoodie back on and say Mobile X is $25, would that sound different in any fucking way? No, no. Still my same voice. I know that everybody's gonna like me. Totally cool. But it's still my same voice, still my same face. Nothing is gonna change. So, you know, that to me is stupid feedback. But if you're like, Tito, that video sucks, man. Look, you sounded dead as water, like, or something like that, you know? That to me is feedback. That's like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't try to live stream if I'm not feeling 100% up to it. There's days that I do a live stream and I'm not even 100% feeling it, but I still do it. And sometimes I feel like that's a big mistake because you guys can tell by my reactions, like less energy. You know, you guys can tell by my voice how it sounds. I'm not very enthusiastic, and that probably loses you guys an interest in watching the live stream. And you guys probably just say, "I'll watch this replay later," and click off and disappear. You know, I do know. What the TJ told me as feedback, he was like, you know, if I look back at my videos in 2015 to now, he's like, you sounded more excited and enthusiastic back then. And I took his advice. I went back and I watched those videos, and yeah, he's right. I was really energetic and always talking about stuff and like, yeah, you guys need to check this out. And this phone is so damn. I was energetic about things, and now I feel like I'm more toned down. And I think it's just because of age. I'm trying to be that energetic. You guys saw I can pull the energy out of me and make me kind of just go. But I'm also getting older. I'm going to be 43 next year. In August, I turned 43. You know, I am 8 months away from being 43. All right, time to message the wife, Houston. We got a problem. All right. Let's see if she responds back with the "you're out of mango tea." I already sent it to Houston. We have a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do, you know, try to liven it up a little bit. Videos you guys saw, like, you know, I made a little new intro. You know, I'm pushing in. I'm studying how to title videos. I'm studying, you know, how to, you know, do at least thumbnails that gets people's interest. And let's see. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that he has 2 good channels. And like, I wish him nothing but the best on those channels, that he performs very, very well on YouTube and gets everything he's ever wanted out of YouTube. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm not, you know, I still won't go around. That's just me. I still won't go around it. But I wish him all the best. Yeah. There are some things that people say that just cannot be forgiven. That's just the way of it. But people don't have to continue fighting about it. Like, I won't entertain the argument or fighting with anybody anymore. Like, I won't do it. You know, I think that whole mess a couple years back, I think that whole mess was not worth it, and it really damaged something that could have been great. You know, just imagine if there was no drama and no one was arguing and fighting and everybody was live streaming together like we used to back in the day. You know, it would have made for something big, for something huge, but you know, it just didn't go. The cards didn't go that way. And I don't mind being in my own little corner of YouTube. I don't mind. You know, I like having friends, but I could be a loner and it wouldn't affect me that way, you know? Luckily, I'm not a loner, right? B-Tech always shows support. Great guy. So I'm always going to show him support. Yeah, I mean, Carlos, good person. Haven't talked to him in a while. You know, he's doing his thing. Oh, Ricky, awesome person. I love getting, you know, info from him, and, you know, he shares his insight knowledge of, you know, the 5G network. All right. Gene is fun to watch. You guys really don't know what you're missing if you guys don't watch his live streams. Gene shares a lot of interesting things, and, you know, he's got a very nice heart and not afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. You know what I mean? Like, his emotions really come out when he's talking, especially around this time of the year, the holidays, man. You guys got to catch Gene's live streams when he talks about Christmas, music, and like he goes into like Gene touches base with certain things that, you know, I guess it captivates me because it reminds me so much of my dad. Like the things that my dad likes, like the music that my dad grew up to and things like that. And so it triggers memories of me and my dad. And although my dad has not passed away, you know, my dad is coming up to that age. It could be any time going forward, right? He predicted 70. Well, he didn't predict. He went to a fortune teller when he was, I think, 20 or 21 years old. And the fortune teller told him that it was at 75 he would pass peacefully. And the only reason my dad believes the guy was because the guy was able to tell my dad what my grandmother, his mother, what she looked like and what her true hair color was. Because my grandmother, she always dyed her hair as an adult, so she never showed her real hair color, and this guy knew it. And because he was able to say it, not as in question form, but with confidence, my dad believes the guy is correct and my dad's going to pass at 75. My dad turned 75 April 2025, so we'll see. But, you know, that's why I appreciate Gene's channel. You know, I appreciate that. B-Tech and his many different channels, you know, his side hustle channel, his, you know, the Deathlock podcast. I love being on it. No, I know it's dead. Yeah, I know Alex doesn't want to repeat the message. Look, dude, I know everything. I've had people talk to me, and it's like they've told me that Alex is cool about things, and I'm happy that he is. The one thing that won't, and I'm not trying to push further into that, but there were things that Alex said about me I cannot forgive. The way I see it, to forgive it is to betray my wife. He went that far in personally attacking me. He attacked my wife. You know, so if I was to forgive him for that, that would be betraying my wife, because she won't forgive him for that. She doesn't even know him, but she won't forgive him for that because he doesn't even know her. He's never spoke to her. But to bring her involved into a mess that didn't have her involved in it, you know, to say those things that my kids heard, that hurt my kids. Like, see, people don't understand how powerful words can be. And the things that you say on social media, you have to be careful. Like, you know, for a while, my kids didn't like Carlos. My oldest daughter hated him because she thought what Alex said about Carlos messing with my wife, she thought it was true. Okay? There are things that's said that cannot be taken back. Once it's said, it's out there into the universe. So no, I don't hate Alex. I don't care to think about him. I don't want to argue with him. And I'm glad he's focused on drama too, and that he's focused on his channels. And I'm glad to hear that he's doing great on his channels. That's all I ever wanted for anybody that I associated with at one time. But yeah, forgiveness is not there for the things that was said. And the best way to keep the drama down is just not to step back into that. So now it's on record now. That's the reason why that I'm not really collaborating with so many people. And maybe like Sneed, I'll collaborate with. I'll bring him on the channel to have fun and talk with. Or, you know, maybe, you know, B-Tech, I bring him on the channel. You know, I will go and watch Ricky's channel. But I don't mess with a whole lot of people anymore because of all that happened. And I won't do it again. So I wish Alex the best of luck. I wish him all the luck and success. I wish that everything he's wanted out of YouTube, he's getting, and he's grinding it out, and people are loving him for his content and, you know, subscribing to him. I mean, if I was on Sneed's live stream and Alex was a guest on the live stream, I would talk cordial with him. No problems. We're not going to bring up the fucking past. There's no reason to. But being like how we were friends, that's where the line is drawn. Won't go beyond that. That hurt my kids, and so that's the reason why I didn't talk shit on social media, because I wasn't about to talk some crap and go back and forth on social media. It was more of like, if we saw each other in person, then people would figure out how mad I was. Anyways, yeah, so I wish him the best. The other person, I'm not even mad at the other person either. I forgot his name. The heck was his name? I know he's good friends or was good friends with Alex. I don't know if they're still friends now. I know he was coming on the podcast and he had a tech channel. I know he hated me because I called him out for stealing other creators' channels. I forgot his name. Oh man. But yeah, that guy, I don't even dislike him. I don't even, think ill of him. I know he hates me. And he put out a lot of bullshit because he wasn't going to tell the truth. But the reason that he hated me was because, one, he was stealing other content creators' videos and uploading it to his channel and trying to claim it was his. And then when I called him out on it, like other people started to call him out on it, and we even linked the original owner's channel, he would make those videos private. He would, come at people on other people's live streams and talk shit about them. And then he would lie about it. I can't remember his name. And then the other reason why he hates it is because he found me on Facebook. He started DMing me on Facebook Messenger. And then one day out of the blue, he was messaging me some random shit. And he was talking about a homeless person at a bus stop, and he was talking shit about a homeless person. And I'm sorry if I have a heart and I care about people. I lost it on this dude because I just kept seeing the messages coming one after another, and he was just talking shit about a homeless person. Supposedly he was at Las Vegas for CES, and then magically in less than 5 hours he was in New Orleans, Louisiana, and he was talking shit about a homeless person at a bus stop and how they stink and all that stuff. I exploded on him in Facebook Messenger and was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And told him it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to talk about homeless people like that. Like, don't beat a person that's already down. How pathetic are you to kick somebody that's already down? You know what I mean? That's as pointless. Like, talking all that shit is as pointless as kicking a dead horse with a steel toe. It doesn't make sense. They're already down on their luck. They have no home. They're hungry. They haven't taken a bath in a long time. People give them dirty looks every day that they're passed by. Other people will throw money at them, not because they genuinely want to help them, but because they want to show people that they care about homeless people. So they'll toss them money to try to make their image look good on the expense of somebody's downfall and down luck. And so, yeah, that's why this said person doesn't like me, is because of those very two reasons. Like I said, if you communicate with me outside of YouTube, on social media, personal DMs, understand that you are no longer going to be treated as someone who subscribed to my channel. You're going to be treated as a person by me. And if you come at me with stupid stuff, I'm going to let you know how stupid your shit is as a person. No, it's not Tech Right. I've never had an issue with Tech Right. We don't talk anymore. I don't know why. But I don't make it as a thing, right? I don't go, oh, Tech Right, stop fucking with me. Like, I don't care, like Tech Right does good. He's got his channel going. You know what I mean? I know him and Kevin Breeze were collaborating a lot for a certain time. Now I don't really see those two collaborating at all. I know Kevin Breeze is doing really damn good, and he's married now. He's got his business is going, his channel is still going strong, and so big shout out to Kevin Breeze. I enjoy watching his content. It's not Tech Right. I forgot what the fuck his name was. Oh shit. I know Carlos was making fun of him at one point in time. That's because he attacked Carlos, not even really knowing who Carlos is, but he attacked Carlos, and so then Carlos went in on him. Fuck, I forgot what his... It's something Daily Tech. Oh shit. I know it was his name. It was his first name, Daily Tech or Tech Daily or something like that. I don't know. But the first part of his YouTube channel was his actual name. I just don't remember what it is. Oh, Mikey's Daily Tech or Mikey Tech Daily. Mikey is what he went by. Oh yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that this is what broke the friendship between me and Alex. Why it won't ever reconnect. I'll have respect for him as a content creator. I will watch a video of his and give him the thumbs up. Daily Mike Tech, there you go. I will give the thumbs up to Alex's videos. I don't comment on his videos. I watch his videos to give him the view, to show support, and I give him the thumbs up. I don't comment on his videos. I don't join his live streams and chat. I still give him, the support because, I see what he's doing with his channel and I support it. But as far as like a personal friendship, that's not going to happen again. And he doesn't really need me as a friend. I'm nobody special, so it doesn't hurt him. That's the other thing. It doesn't hurt me not to have him as a friend. It doesn't hurt him not to have me as a friend. He's got lots of friends. I'm really nobody to him, so it's fine. The peace is happening because we all stay in our little areas and we don't step on each other's toes anymore, so that's good. Yeah, Daily Mike Tech, that's the guy. Like, I don't know what it was. If he felt like that, you know, it was cool of him to make fun of homeless people and stuff like that. I don't find that cool at all. Here's the reason. When I was 19, I was living in Job Corps in Guthrie, Oklahoma, on the Job Corps Center. I was living there. Once I graduated Job Corps with my high school diploma and GED, because, you know, I was being stupid. Not really stupid. I was getting both. So I took the GED test. I passed. And then I went into what was called the STARS program, which gets you a legit high school diploma out of the state of Maryland. I did that course for 6 months and I passed. Then I got a degree in lithographic arts as a trade and in culinary arts. So I graduated Job Corps with 4 degrees, basically 2 high school diplomas and 2 degrees to 2 trade degrees. So I can work at a newspaper company. I know how to run the presses. I know how to do all that. Some of my cooking skills comes from culinary. Of course, I don't know today's, you know, techniques and methods of cooking, but I still play around and I learn. But after Job Corps, I made some bad decisions. I ended up homeless. I was homeless for 2 years. I was living in, you know, a 1997 GMC Jimmy. Comfortable SUV to live in. Until it broke down on me, but I was homeless for a while. So I don't care if the person's a drug addict, drunk, or just down on their luck. But I don't beat anybody down like the way that he did, and I won't stand for it. So yeah, like, I don't hate Mikey. I don't hate him at all. You know, I think with him, the reason that he hated me more wasn't so much that I scolded him about talking shit about homeless people. It was the fact that every video he uploaded about a smartphone review or an unboxing that was somebody else's video, that I would call him out on that video in the comments and link the real owner's video, which of course he would delete. But, you know, because we know what Mikey looks like. He's been on camera. He's talked. You know, he dropped that video about, you know, it's not fair how people were going after him. But he didn't realize if he would have just been genuine. I would have had more respect for him if he was just like, he did an unboxing video of a phone that he really had, and it was really him unboxing it. Maybe he doesn't have the money to buy every phone that comes out, but to steal other people's content is a no-no. And when he did that, I wasn't doing it because I wanted to hurt him. I wanted him to stop. I wanted him to make real content that was his own. And he didn't get the message. Instead, I was a hater, and then he joined up with other people that didn't like me, and they collaboratively was just talking shit about me and other people. Like, that was just high school kiddie bullshit. So, yeah. That's like the only real beefs I ever had with anyone on YouTube. I never had like beef like that ever before. Well, no, I take that back. There was a guy, Jason Renfro. I remember him so well because he just started attacking me because there was a guy that did videos about wrestling, and I was in the comments supporting the guy's channel. And then I was making my own videos, and my videos sucked back then. I was recording on a freaking a Samsung Intercept, right? Fucking 3 megapixel camera. Terrible audio. But this guy started talking shit about me on his YouTube videos, because that's what he was. He was like one of those beginner trolls on YouTube way back in, like, you know, 2011. And I started like making fun of this guy. And then this guy got my first YouTube channel. He got it taken down because he recorded a video talking crap about me. And I saw in his video that he was recording in his bedroom, and he had a certain pump machine. And I was like, is that what I think it is? And I was looking at the video, and then I had my, so my friend who lived here in Phoenix, his name is Alex, coincidence, right? The one that passed away in 2019. But I had my friend, Alex, I had him look at the video. He's like, yeah, that is one of those things. So I made a video rebutting the guy's shit talking, and I was young, stupid. And I was literally like going at the guy like, oh yeah, you know, you got this on your bed, so obviously you suck in bed. You need that pump to get, you know, beefy. And I was just talking some mad shit, and the guy got so mad because people people were like talking shit about him and laughing. And then I brought him views. Like that video vlog had like 5,000 views by the time I saw it. And after I made fun of it, I was talking shit about it, his view on that video skyrocketed to like 35,000 views. So instead of him making another video shit talking me, which I thought that's what we were doing, we were just doing back and forth, he reported my channel, and then I got an email from YouTube. They took down my channel for violation. So that's why I said, like, I've had several channels before this one. My main channel I had, that one got taken down because that dude reported my channel. He's no longer active on YouTube. He's long gone. He hasn't been on in years. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's the only beefs I ever had on YouTube. Other than that, it's always been pretty chill. That does not sound something Technoid does. He's focusing on. What are you talking about, Technoid? No, I'm Mikey is so D Clapton Gaming's got the name of the channel. I don't know if the guy's channel is still active. Daily Mike Tech. That's not Technoid. That's an entirely completely different person named Mike. Because you got to remember, there's Mike B Tech Reviews. There's Mike, aka Technoid, and then there's this other guy that, you know, he wasn't really focused on being a content creator, and his name was Mike, or everyone called him Mikey. His channel was Daily Mike Tech. Totally different person. It's not Technoid that we're talking about. Yeah, so yeah, let me just make that clear so that way people don't think it was Technoid. It's not Technoid. Technoid would not go against Sneed because, you know, the group that Daily Mike Tech was on was against Carlos, against Sneed, against me for some reason. Like anyone that talked to Sneed, anyone that talked to Carlos, they were against. You guys know Technoid wouldn't be against Carlos. He wouldn't be against Sneed. Sneed and Technoid are, you know, brothers from a different mother, right? Like, you know, Sneed's big brother, Technoid younger brother. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Technoid actually, you know, his job and everything, like, big shout out and congratulations to him. If you guys are not following him on social media, he got a pretty awesome job he's happy with. I believe he's working for Verizon now, and he's doing great. So if you guys give him a big shout out, check out his live streams, follow him on Instagram. He's very active there, and you guys can get the behind the YouTubes on his Instagram and show him some love. Technoid, and gotta love that dude. I know that, you know, he's moving forward in life, and that's all I want him to do is to be successful and to move forward. So I do feel a little selfish when I say that Technoid, if you happen to watch this part of the live stream, wherever you are, we really miss your creative intros. Oh my God, I miss his intros. I love the Doctor Who, you know, man, I would just, and like, I remember he was taking requests. What intro should I do on my next, you know, video? And I was like, Courage the Cowardly Dog or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He did Power Rangers. That was awesome. I love when he did Power Rangers, and he used Sneed in his video intro as Zordon. And sometimes I wonder about Sneed, because when Sneed asked who's Zordon, I was like, what? Like, I know I'm older than Sneed, but when I was watching Power Rangers, I would say Sneed was old enough to watch Power Rangers, but I guess he didn't watch Power Rangers. But Technoid referred to Sneed as Zordon. That was pretty cool. Like, I love Technoid's intros when he makes them special. And that's why I understand they're special. That's why I don't expect them for every video. But we haven't really had one in a good length of time. But I don't want him to focus on trying to make one when he just, you know, got things pretty much centered going in his life right now. I want him to focus on all the things that's making him a success and more successful as a young man as he's stepping into things like, you know, I wish nothing but, you know, positive vibes, positive energy, blessings, luck for him going forward. He's a young man. I can't wait to see what he does in the future. I can't wait to see him post on social media that he's getting married. I can't wait to see him buy his first, his first, home with his new wife. I can't wait for him to bring little technoids into the world. I can't wait to see him, reach, being a young dad, growing up, and teaching his kids things that he was taught by his parents, because he's got such a solid background from both his mom and dad. And I know that he's going to be a great father. I know he's going to be a great husband. I know he's going to be a great family provider. And he's got those fatherly, manly instincts that he's the provider, the protector of his family. So I know any woman that's married a technoid is fucking lucky as hell. He's a great guy, great young man, very smart, and I know that his dad should be proud of him. So Technoid and I, we don't have no beef. Technoid would never talk crap about a homeless person in that sense. He's got such a good chip on his shoulders. He doesn't beat people when they're down, He's not that type of guy. There was somebody else who went by Daily Mike Tech. I miss some of the other content creators like JG Tech Blog. I miss his videos, but I follow him on social media. I follow him on Facebook. I see what he's doing. I heard a noise. I'm trying to see. I know lately a homeless person tried to break into my house. I'm waiting to see if that guy ever attempts to come back, because I'm going to unleash Velvet on him. Yeah. Anyways, I miss JG Tech Blog. I miss his videos. I miss chatting with YFS. I don't know if you guys remember him. He used to come in on our live streams and he used to chat with us. When that drama shit popped off, he disappeared. I miss YFS. I miss chatting with him and him being in the live streams, just sharing and his vast info. I miss his museum of pretty cool things that he has, like that one time that he showed everybody what he had, old devices, old electronics. I was just amazed by his collection of things. I miss him. Man, I've seen so much happen in so many years, and like another year has passed by. 2024, today, it ends today. It ends for me, in another 10 hours. 10 hours and 15 minutes until 2025. And yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I got to get ready here in a little bit. I was supposed to have gotten off half an hour ago, but I got to get ready. Got to do last minute shopping for some ingredients, because I'm going to be cooking on the grill and getting food set up. So when everyone starts showing up tonight to hang out, set the bonfire, get a bonfire going. We got the hot cocos. We got the stuff for s'mores. We got, I got the steaks. The steaks are marinated. I picked up some chicken breasts from the store because I'm going to be making some Asian barbecue chicken. So I got the teriyaki barbecue glaze for that. I got to marinate the chicken in that. Got some burger patties for the kids. I'm going to be frying up on the grill. Got to get those seasoned up and then pound it out to a circle. Right? I make my own patties by hand. Or I might make them Juicy Lucy's. I might actually stuff them with pepper jack cheese or cheddar cheese or whatever cheese my kids want, and seal them off at the ends, and then grill them just to get a char on the outside of the burger, and then finish them off in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes to make sure the inside is cooked and the cheese is melted. Of course, my kids know if it's a Juicy Lucy, they got to be careful, because biting into it, that cheese is really hot in the center, and when it oozes out, it could burn their lips. So yeah, I'm grilling tonight, and then sitting around and just having conversations with the friends and family, and setting off the fireworks. I don't have like a lot of major fireworks. They're like those fireworks packs. Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on. I'll grab the fireworks packs. I think I can show them online, and it's not like a detrimental big deal. But at my old age, it's hard for me to get up now. Okay, so here's one of them. This one was only like 24 bucks. right? It's got, you know, the orange float, sun rays, bite me's, rose blossoms, a couple of like little ones here. Looks like there's a few in here that can't see because of the sticker label. I mean, they may have it on the back actually. What's on here? No, they don't. They just tell you to be careful and where to store it properly. Anyways, so that's this one. We'll start off, you know, about 9 o'clock. We'll start popping some of these little by little, and then getting closer to New Year's, and then we'll finish it off with these. Especially these bottom ones, I'll pop at midnight. But we got Raging Zombies, Green Globe, Bite Me, Red Hots, TNT Sunshine, Rain Dance. A couple of small ones up there. This one was $60, right? So they're not like the really expensive fireworks, right? They're not like the ones you go to those tents set up outside of Walmart's or Home Depot that, you know, have like, you know, $100 pricing just for one, you know, Roman candle or something. It's not any of those. Just something for the kids, you know. Like in Hawaii, they use these ones. They're called like the 100,000 to 500,000, and it's like a long rope of the little red firecrackers, and at the very top is a box that's full with like 1,000 firecrackers inside of it, and that's what people light at 11:55 p.m. because it takes about 5 minutes to pop, and then it usually the final, like, you know, amounts inside the bigger box full of the firecrackers usually pops, like it gets there like about midnight, and like that's what sets it off. Yeah, so kind of crazy, but anyways, I'm gonna go shower, get ready, get groomed up, you know, iron my clothes, try to look presentable, because I'm not gonna change into my clothes till after I'm done barbecuing. Nothing is worse than getting dressed up, barbecuing, and then hanging out with people smelling like barbecue. Never happened to you guys? I know for me, if I smell like barbecue, I lose my appetite to eat. So I'm gonna wear my junk clothes, you know, to barbecue in. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna run into the house and, you know, freshen up and then change into my evening attire for New Year's Eve. So I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to all of you who have shown support over the many years you've been subscribed up until today. And I am glad and proud that you guys continue to show that support coming into the new year, 2025. I think for me, one thing from our New Year's resolution is to take my health more serious because I want to live longer. I don't want to lose the battle to any illness caused by complications of type 2 diabetes. Nothing to be sad about. I am losing vision in my left eye. That was the issue. On the one video I was wearing sunglasses, and I'm having issues with my left eye losing sight. It's doing better right now, but sometimes light can make it sting so bad that I can't keep it open, so I put sunglasses on to alleviate some of the light. But, you know, so I'm going to take my health more serious coming into 2025. I want to be alive to meet my grandchildren and have a relationship with them before it's my time to go. So health is more of my thing for 2025. Please understand, around January 9th, I might be a little emotional. That's my mom's birthday. You know, rest in love, Mom. And so I'll be a little emotional. Still hurts that she's not here with me anymore. I don't think anyone really gets over it, but that's not something I want to really kind of talk about right now. But I love you guys very much. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. I never thought that, you know, I would be this far at all. Would never. And I never expected to be this far. And we'll never expect to. But it's here. And I'm sure we can reach 15,000 by the end of 2025. I'd be surprised if it reached more. Again, if you want to try out Helium Mobile, you guys can do that. You know, try them out. 1 month free. Now, use the QR code to get to the sign up page and use my promo code. It's in the description. You guys definitely could do that. If you guys want to buy one of my t-shirts, it's like $20, scan the QR code, or just go to the store connected to my YouTube channel, and you can get one of the Team Pixel, Team Nexus t-shirts. You know, I like them. And yeah. When my hoodie comes, you guys will start seeing me wear it a lot more. I ordered one of my own hoodies, and it's coming. So you guys will see what it looks like when I'm wearing it. Anyways, y'all be cool and be safe. I love you guys very much, and I have a happy, safe New Year. See you in 2025.